Hi, today we're going to show you how to make classic fruit scones. Now it's been very exciting today because we're doing this in conjunction with BBC Radio Lancashire, and John Gilmore is here with his producer Carol, and we're going to make the scones together, and the show was live on BBC Radio Lancashire this afternoon. So without further ado, let's get cooking.
First, are we going difficult first, or is it going to be easy first?
Now, well, absolutely. Well, the first thing we're going to be making today is fruit scones.
Right.
Now, there are a few tips in terms of making scones, and I'm going to talk you through the procedure, so when the scones come out of the oven, they're going to be absolutely perfect.
Right.
So, first of all, you're going to take the flour and the baking powder and a pinch of salt, and you're going to
baking powder,
and a pinch of salt, and you're going to sieve that into the bowl.
Right, sieve that in. Ooh, that's gone through quite easy.
So that's gone through very, very well, because that's a lovely sieve.
I've done with the sieve now.
So you're done with the sieve now. Now, what you're going to do next, you're going to rub some butter into the flour. So you're going to put all of this butter.
Oh, all of it?
All of it.
That was in. Excellent.
Yes, you're going to rub all of it.
How much is going in there?
Right, now then, you've got 500 grams of self-raising flour.
Right. I'll just mix it in, do I?
Mix it in with your fingers.
Yeah.
And if you can lift your fingers higher up from the bowl, so it's getting a little bit of air into the ingredients.
Got to mix it till it's all
and mix it till all of the butter is finely rubbed into the flour. So in terms of ingredients, you've got 500 grams of self-raising flour, you've got ½ an ounce of baking powder and a pinch of salt, and now you're rubbing into the flour mixture 125 grams of butter. Now, as with all baking products, if you can get the opportunity to buy the best products that you can, that will reflect in the final product. They need to go in after the milk has been added.
Right, so the milk's been added.
So now we're going to add the juicy plump sultanas to the mixture.
And again, just mix those in?
Yes, mix those in together and bring that all together. And then you're going to tip that out onto the floured board.
It's all very gooey, isn't it?
It's all a bit gooey.
Right, so the floured board is there, so we need a bit more flour on that, do we?
I think so.
And we're going to make the scones, the shape of them. So how long before we can eat these then? Now that's the important thing, isn't it?
Well, the scones take about 20-25 minutes in the oven, so you'll have a chance to eat a few of them before you leave today.
Before we go, right, so here we go.
So going to tip the mixture onto the floured board.
Let's just knock that out.
That's it, now that looks absolutely fantastic.
Scrape the bowl.
You've got the beautiful mixture of the flour, the butter, the sugar and the milk. And you've put that onto the floured surface, and you're going to bring that all together, put a little bit of extra flour onto it,
right,
so it's not as sticky. So there we go.
Right.
And now you're going to use my mother's rolling pin, which was handed down.
This has been in the family a few years, this
has been in the family a long time, and before that my grandma used to own this rolling pin, and my grandma used to own a bakery in Accrington.
Wow. So which bakery was that? Has it got a bit of history to it?
Well, it was a bakery in Accrington Road, and unfortunately it's not there. It's a news agent. So.
Right.
Now it's time to use the rolling pin.
With flour again. It's important to keep the flour going, isn't it? We seem to be using a lot of flour today too.
It's important to keep the flour going, and you're going to roll the mixture out now, so it's about 2 inches thick, so not too thin. That's probably a little bit too thin.
Right.
So bring the rolling pin off the mixture and just push it together a little bit, so it makes it a little bit fatter.
See, I went a little bit heavy there.
You went a little bit heavy, John, with the rolling pin.
No good. Heavy with
butter. And
you're
going to cut some circular scone shapes. So put the cutter on top of the mixture, on the pastry, and press it down quite sharply with the palm of your hand.
Quite sharply, going in.
All
the way?
All the way. That's it, and then lift that up. And that's
up.
Your first scone.
Wow,
that's fantastic.
Onto the tray. How do we get that off the tray?
Just put your finger on there, just push it
easy
through. Just push it through the pastry cutter. That's it, and that looks
Oh, that does
absolutely
not look
amazing.
too bad. I'm looking forward to sampling this.
That's absolutely amazing.
So how many will this mixture make us then?
Now this mixture will make you about 8 or 9 scones,
Right.
depending on the size of the pastry cutter that you're using.
Okay.
This pastry cutter is a 2-inch pastry cutter.
Perhaps I need to bring that all together again.
Yeah, I think so. But could you see how?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably don't press it down too much. That's probably a bit too thin.
Right.
It doesn't half get sticky, doesn't
Yeah.
it? With
It
your
does
fingers.
get sticky. Perfect. Perfect. Oh,
We'll make one more.
Wait, more. That's nearly.
Give it a bit of a
Twist it as you.
Yeah.
Well, if you
Or
twist
just
it,
that's the wrong thing.
Yeah, it won't rise.
Right.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
that's a good tip because I bet you a lot of people.
They
It's
twist-
like my mum always used to go like that.
No.
So don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't twist it.
Right, now what we're going to do is wash your hands.
Right.
BBC
Well,
Radio
this-
Lancashire with the Bee Gees Dive talking. Here we are then, Helen. I've made 5 scones. I'm quite impressed with those.
Actually,
to be
John,
honest
you've done a really fantastic job for your first time of making scones. They look absolutely amazing. Now, what you're going to do is put some milk on top of each scone.
When
So
you do that
have-
with this paintbrush.
That's not a paint.
Oh, it's not a paint.
No, you're not painting the dining room now. You're doing some baking.
Right, so,
So-
dip the brush in.
The pastry brush in the
Pastry
milk,
brush
and then
in.
you're going to paste a
And
little bit of milk
Little
on the
bit
top of each scone.
on the top of each
That's
scone.
sufficient. That's it.
Excellent.
That's absolutely wonderful.
And number 2 there.
Number 2, with some bit more milk on there.
There's a lot of fruit in here, isn't there? I can
There's
see.
a lot of fruit, but we like fruity and plump scones.
Right,
We
now,
like a generous
helping.
helping,
Yeah, that's
don't
what
we,
we-
in our scones?
We don't want sort of half a scone, do we?
We don't.
See, I'm saying scone now. following you.
Scones? Is it
Scone.
scone or is it
Scone
scone?
where I come from.
Who
Anyway.
knows?
Now we go into the oven with that, presumably.
Yes, we're going to put those in the oven
Right.
now.
So
And
let's turn round.
Let's turn
The
round.
oven is on.
The oven is on and it's at 220 degrees
Onto the middle shelf.
onto the middle
How
shelf,
long will they take then, those?
and they're only going to take about 12 to 15 minutes.
Well, we can sample them before we...
You can indeed.